we met up with our new best friend Bobby from the LA Foam Fighters in Glendale, California, to show us the ways of the Larp.
We're here in Verdugo Park in Glendale, where we usually have our battles. We're gonna go over all the rules and regulations and weapons, what you can and can't do. Fiberglass cores, but all of them are covered with how do you call it? Pool noodles or insulation.
Guys, it is so fun.
It is so much fun. Like yes, we're nerds, agreed. But take the nerd out of it and you're still swinging swords and stuff at each other. We were paired up with weapons and shields. You're running around the park with a giant foam sword. I mean,
and you can throw stuff like that's a real thing. There are little shurikens. There's throwing axes. There's throwing knives.
Now, what happens is if we get hit in the arm, we lose the function of that arm, or if we get hit in the leg, we lose the function of that leg. It's a kill shot from anywhere in the chest, the stomach, or the back. No hitting to the head.
Or he dies.
Right. If I hit him in the head, I die. Or if I hit him in the nether regions, I die. So hopefully there'll be no nether regioning. I gave my sword Carolyn after an ex-girlfriend of mine who was quite biting.
First started with just doing a quick little practice round with Bobby, showed us the ropes a little bit, gave us some pointers. Now,
I mean, when you get right down to it, it's like primal masculinity. It's like, who's gonna survive, me or you? You with the foam sword or me with the foam sword? It's interesting because you get that sword in your hand and you're feeling like a total badass. And then you walk towards the other person who starts swinging at you and you realize, oh, there's another end of this.
It was a hard-fought battle. I'm legless. Who's getting aggressive?
I did pretty good against Bobby. And Carolyn, she is sharp.
I should mention that I did fence a little bit in college.
Ooh, he fenced in college. My class was
right. We moved first into the one-armed sword, one-armed shielded.
Yep, sword and shield. That was a lot of fun. We each had longer swords, and our technique was a lot more turtley, I think.
You do feel very safe behind that shield.
Yeah, I did end up winning that one by cutting David's throat.
Adam found his way inside, ricocheted a shot from my shield to my neck, and the neck is not off limits.
And in part, David kind of killed himself. Second challenge was a 2-weapon challenge. So we had a medium-sized sword in one hand and a dagger in the other, and it was much more close combat. And it was intense too because you had to stay in there to swing your weapon or stab your weapon while avoiding their stabbings. Prior to this, my only experience with knife fights was the Michael Jackson Beat It video. Which was intense in its own right, but this was a lot more intense because I feel like the stakes were higher.
Man, that is tiring too.
Two different types, it's fight or flight. And even when you're like, I'm gonna fight, you're still on your toes getting ready to bolt.
Self-preservation wins.
Yeah.
And then the final challenge, we are tied 1-1 at this point. It is the big boys. We are doing the two-handed Warhammer War Axe.
However, now we're on to big blunt weapons, which is, anyone who knows me or my sense of humor knows that this is my forte. I'm gonna die. Hopefully. If he just boops me, got it. So if he boops me, the boop of death.
I was overconfident.
I've been finding in these challenges that I succeed when I really think I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, and I fail anytime I think I'm gonna succeed. Poor David's mind worked faster than my muscles, and he just went boop, and he gave me the boop of death.
I pulled him a little bit close, and then I just to smell him before I killed him.
And in the end, I ran like a coward.
I am embarrassed at how out of breath I am right now. At the end of the day, I'm not dead.
So I'm dead, which means he's gonna loot my corpse and find maybe an iPhone. My physical fitness and strength did not come into play at all here. David's knowledge of foam and his tendency to take advantage of those who are missing limbs just made him the victor in this case. Many a maiden will weep over my casket or funeral pyre.
David wins.
All right, so after evaluating the guys, to me it looks like they'll be very worthy foam combatants, and I look forward to fighting them on the field of battle. Like he said, physical fitness sometimes comes into play. You gotta, run around a lot, dodge and move, but all in all, it's about having fun.
Getting hit with a foam sword is so much more fun than getting hit with a real sword.